Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Support Laser Rifle mod, which is being released by user Princess Aries. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a new lore-friendly heavy laser rifle in the form of the AESW-3 Support Laser Rifle, which is a wonderful new addition into the game because, frankly, I think we do need more heavy weapons that are energy-based in the world. That's just a wonderful thing, and, well, this has been a fun time to play with. So let's jump on over here and look at what exactly we are getting with the Support Laser Rifle, which in its most basic and standard form does just 8 energy damage using a fusion core with a firing rate of 272, range of 71, accuracy of 25, and a fairly hefty weight of 16.1, but overall, not too shabby there. And as you can see, it's kind of a strange looking weapon, a weird mix of what looks like a normal laser rifle down at the bottom with just some, I don't know, giant energy converter, since that's where you plug the fusion core into. It's a very strange looking thing, but provides you a nice little support heavy weapon to play with, which again I think is a wonderful addition to have. Now, modification-wise, you can, of course, change up a decent number of things on here. There's not the biggest list of things, but enough to add more damage, accuracy, especially, and range, because, at its box standard, this thing is kind of a close-range support laser rifle, which is kind of strange, but again, with different modifications, you can up all these numbers, and of course that damage, to make it a much more versatile and useful gun. Now, as for how you get your hands on one of these things, well, first, you're gonna need a DLC requirement, and that is Nuka World. You are gonna need that for this to function. Now, after that is installed, these will begin to spawn at level 20 on Brotherhood of Steel Soldiers, Gunners, as well as in shops. So it shouldn't take you too long to get your hands on one of these things, and especially considering, you know, it's kind of an earlier game counterpart to the Gatling laser. It'll give you a good bridge between when you get this gun and when you can get yourself one of those. Though, of course, it is going to have a reduced damage compared to the Gatling laser, but has a higher fire rate, I believe? And, of course, is lighter than the full-on Gatling laser to help with a little bit more inventory space, which is good. So let's take a look at what modifications we do have available here. And start with the capacitor category, where we've got pretty typical stuff for energy weapons in here, from standard, photon, beta wave, photon agitator, gamma wave, on up to the overcharged, which is going to give you the highest amount of per shot damage here with 14. But with that crazy fire rate, that does add up. Now then, the barrel category, we've either got a short or extended barrel to add to that range, which is always nice to see. In the grip category, we've got a standard, a tactical, full marksman, recoil compensating, and boosting stock here for you to use. All very good options. Then in the sights category, we've got a decent little list of either the standard, improved, short, medium scope, and then of course we've got some night vision here and even a recon scope to add on. Kind of a little confused why there's no, like, just hollow sight or something, considering this is, even at its highest range you upgrade this to, still a fairly short-range support weapon. See, I would love to see, like, a hollow sight or something in here as well, but, no, well, what are you gonna do? Now, then, the muzzle category, we've either got nothing, a gyro compensating lens, a photon condenser, beam focuser, beam splitter, venting capacitor, quantum gyro compensating lens, super photon condenser, fine-tuned beam focuser, amplified beam splitter, and endothermic venting capacitor. Each one of these changing up a variety of things, from higher firing rates but much lower damage, to higher damage but reduced firing rates, etc. We've got a lot of good options in here, which is pretty great. And then finally, we've got the foregrip, where we've either got a bare foregrip, a normal foregrip, a tactical one, marksman, recoil compensating, or boosting foregrip there. Again, all good options. And all will help you make yourself a much more interesting and powerful support laser rifle. So let's go take a look at this thing in practice and grab my 2 modified ones that I've got here. And I got my marksman one there and this improved scattered one there. All right, and take a look at the standard first. As you can see, we get 500 rounds out of a single fusion core, and you can just, well, unleash hell upon your enemies. And there we go, all 500 rounds done and done. Our little reload animation, don't know why the weird twisty thing, but still fun. I love the slap into the fusion core, then the twist. Very good. Now in the most standard form, you could see there that that thing is just shooting all over the place. It is a very inaccurate weapon in its most basic form, and even with the various upgrades you do modify, it never becomes incredibly accurate, so it is, that spread of laser is always going to be a bit of an issue, but still fun. And if you got a big pack of ghouls or something, it still hits something. Now let's take a look at our modified ones, and we'll take a look at first our marksman overcharged one here, doing 14 damage. I love having the boosting foregrip on there, which is very fun. And yeah, we'll do that one first with the 14. And of course, using the improved sight. Oh boy, that one has a lot more kick though, but you can see the spread of the lasers much lower. But for some reason, we have a heck of a lot more. With the modifications on this one, we get a lot more kick. But yes, you do get a better, more condensed spread of the laser beams with this particular setup. And then we've got our improved scattered overcharged support laser rifle. Boy, so many things. We've got the boosted stock back here. Got a super photon condenser doing 17 damage total. So still not the greatest per shot, but again, with the fire rate this thing has, you're still pumping out a lot of lasers downrange. And this one, as you can see, a much tighter spread on the lasers there. Just gotta get the right modifications and this thing can become, well, incredibly powerful. Even though it is that low per shot damage, you just gotta bring in that spread. Well, yeah, there we go. So let's take a look at this thing in practice, or well, rather in full normal use against our typical friend, our local neighborhood spawned Deathclaw. There we go. And, you know, I haven't used this in VATS yet. I always forget to test them in VATS. Yeah, go over the head, why not? Only 2 points out of it. Ooh, not the greatest. Not the greatest on that one. Boy, even with, yeah, the further he goes, the worse the spread gets. We barely damaged him with all of those rounds. Oh my, that's worrisome. Take this though, Deathclaw. Okay, that did more damage. That did more damage. He's also coming for me now, which is not great. Yeah, a few more rounds to his underbelly there was quite effective. But yeah, still not the most powerful thing, but like I said before, this is kind of an earlier game equivalent to the Gatling laser. Not quite as good. Not quite as good, but a weapon to sort of hold you off until you can get the full-on normal Gatling laser. Which, you know, is pretty nice to have that sort of a stopgap measure. And have a more support-based energy weapon earlier on in the game. Oh, God, he's coming right for me. Coming right for me. Let's keep holding it, though. We've almost got him. Yes! Oh, he got real close. He got real close there. But thanks to 500 rounds per fusion core, it did the trick. We did actually use, like, how many fusion cores there? We reloaded 2 or 3 times. Granted, not only always using the full amount. But yeah, a very fun gun. Perhaps not the most powerful of things, but again, with different modifications, especially ones like the, the beta wave tuners that'll set stuff on fire, that'll add you some extra overtime damage. And also with some of the other modifications that vastly increase the fire rate on this thing, that's going to make it even more powerful. There's just a lot of options you can play around with to make this more your kind of gun at an earlier point in the game than you otherwise would have a weapon akin to this. So if you'd like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed and you do come back for whatever mod we look at next. But until that time, thank you for watching as always. Well, have a good one.